Yep, it's on now.
Alright, good.
That was a very eventful trip.
Oh, somebody fell.
Yeah. We're not going to get there any quicker. We're definitely running. Hang on a second.
We're coming.
Too late.
Are you okay or?
You slipped on this, eh?
Yeah.
Are you okay? We saw you fall. You're not okay.
Okay.
You sure?
Wait.
Yeah.
Because we saw you fall,
Yeah.
and we thought we're not going to get there any quicker if we run, because we're running already. Anyway.
I have an appointment to make, so I gotta keep walking.
All right. Well, just don't slip again. All right.
I'm gonna try not to. Please do
Okay,
though.
are you okay? Okay, good.
God, there's something every day, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is a very eventful day for me.
Yeah. I saw the person walking then.
Yeah, suddenly she was down. Yeah. She slipped on a manhole cover.
Oh no.
Well, you saw it. There's one. It's definitely ideal conditions for slipping today.
Yeah.
I was really worried about being on the e-bike.
Yeah.
Because all those wet
Lines and stuff.
the wet lines, yep, the painted markings on the road,
Yeah.
they get very slippery in the rain.
Right, yeah.
And also manhole covers.
Yeah.
She slipped on that.
Years ago on the Squimalt Road, this is back in the 90s, I went down because the railway tracks on the Squimalt Road there, right?
Yeah. They go off diagonally, don't
That's
they?
right, yeah, you gotta hit them straight on.
Yeah.
And you take it
What, were you on a road bike?
fine. I was, yeah.
Were you going quite fast?
No,
Oh, that's
it
good.
started out on Robert Street, right?
Well, I'm not sure exactly where you mean.
Down by Catherine.
Yeah, so it's steep.
No, it's down by where that.
Oh,
Pet hospital
we
is.
ran across there, didn't we?
I think one time we did, yeah.
I think one time we did. The time we went to Spinnakers.
Right.
That was one of the few times we've run together.
Yeah, that time we ran to the Tourist Information Center and back, remember?
I think we did that run twice.
Yeah.
Today we might be starting a trend,
Yeah.
because this will be the third time
Yeah.
we've run this. Well, the first time we ran one lap and
Right.
walked one lap.
Yeah.
The second time we ran 2 laps.
That's right. Yeah.
And today we're going to do 3. Do you think you can?
Hopefully I can, like.
It's only going to take at the most 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, Winchbury. Hey, you know what? They built a sidewalk. We might as well use it.
Yeah.
I've never.
Until the end of the block there, are they?
Yeah. Eventually, you have to go in the road,
Yeah.
but we don't have to go there before we need to.
No.
Especially when a truck's coming.
Yeah.
Per kilometer.
7 minutes 23. That's our pace. It started raining again.
Yeah.
Wow. There's been one setback after another. I got drenched coming here.
Right.
My sweatpants, my nylon sweatpants, they're like a sponge. But they dry off just as quick.
Yeah, that's the good thing about them. Like,
Oh, we're going to see a deer now.
here.
We're playing standoff with a deer. What would you say that was, a young female?
I think so, eh?
Yeah. She's very curious. Oh, it's a male.
Oh,
It's got little studs. Look, see?
yeah.
I think they're studs. Yep. A little male. He might be there on the next lap.
Yeah.
So my leg feels pretty good today.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's weird, I can still feel in behind my knee, and that's been like over a month now.
Since the marathon.
Yeah,
It could have been the same for me, you know, Rob.
yeah,
We're not used to walking for a long, long time.
no,
And when I was in Toronto, because my friend wasn't able to run,
yeah,
I did a lot of walking.
right.
And I think I might have pulled a muscle in my hamstring.
Oh,
Something I wasn't used to working so long,
yeah,
like you with your leg. Oh, now it's raining quite hard. This isn't much fun. You know, this, I think it's next Sunday, is the Gunner Shore.
oh, right, yeah.
I think that's coming up soon.
That's like a relay, isn't it? Or,
No, that was last weekend.
oh, the Gunner Shaw, it's not a relay anymore?
Nope, there was the Thetis Lake
Okay,
relay, and the Gunner Shore was a 10K.
oh, okay. And where's that now?
Eh?
Where do they do the Gunner Shaw run now?
Thetis.
Oh, really? Okay.
They still do it there, but it's never really been a full distance.
No,
All those trail races, it's pretty much guesswork.
yeah.
I remember this old guy. Hello. Derek and I used to talk to him.
Oh,
He lives in that corner, the house opposite.
oh, okay.
Sometimes he's got empties. But he always walks with that cane.
Huh.
And it's got a metal tip to it,
Right,
because you could hear it clicking.
yeah.
Probably thinks he's a soldier or something
Yeah,
with his rifle. He looks like a vet.
yeah.
But to be a vet now, from World War II,
You'd have to be my dad's age, which was 94, right?
you'd have to be 90, yeah?
Yeah.
94.
Yeah, because my dad was 18 when the war ended.
But he didn't see active service, I don't
Correct, that's right.
think. He was too young.
That's right.
But to be an active vet, you'd have to be
Yeah,
at least 10 years older than that. So you'd have to be about 100.
yeah.
Was your dad in Canada or was he somewhere else?
Yeah, he was here.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Camp Borden or somewhere. But he wasn't in the service very long because when the war ended,
So he did sign up.
oh yeah, he was definitely in, did all the training and all that.
Okay, so he was just about to be shipped out
I guess so,
and
yeah.
the war ended. Lucky him.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of stuff. There was a movie called Hacksaw Ridge.
oh,
Did you ever hear about it?
no,
It was about the army paramedics.
oh,
There was, do you know what a conscientious objector is?
not really, no.
It's somebody for religious reasons
Right,
doesn't want to bear arms.
oh, okay, yeah,
And in wartime, they call you up
Right.
And if you say that you're a conscientious objector,
Yeah.
then they put you in as a medic,
Oh, okay.
or they put you in as a cook,
Oh, okay.
not active combat.
Right.
Well, I started watching it on Netflix,
Yeah.
and it just looked so gory.
Yeah.
Within about 2 minutes, the kid had grown up,
Yeah.
seen somebody being run over by a car,
Yeah.
and I thought, well, this is only going to get worse.
Yeah.
I really don't want to see too much the insides of people's bodies.
No. So what was that called again?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, yeah.
But the interesting thing was, the reason that I got to watch this Netflix movie was because I was listening to a podcast,
Oh,
a history podcast.
yeah.
Somebody had written a book about a paramedic during the war
Oh,
on the battlefield,
yeah.
and how they used to wear Red Cross
Right.
armbands,
Yeah.
and some of them even painted red crosses on their helmets.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, the enemy would fire on them by mistake
Yeah.
because they wouldn't realize they were medics.
Yeah.
So that's why they started painting the cross on their helmets.
Right.
So they're obviously going to know that they're medics. And the convention is that nobody shoots
Right.
if they're taking out the injured.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of these things of war.
Rules of war, like.
Well, you'd imagine if there were rules,
Yeah.
and they were saying that in the First World War, the chances of you surviving on the battlefield before you got picked up
Yeah.
were like 40%.
Oh, wow.
60% would mean you're going to die
Yeah.
because you're going to be infected or whatever, or they're not going to get to you in time.
Right.
You're going to freeze to death. You're going to bleed to death.
Yeah.
But in the Second World War, it got up to something like 80% chance of
Oh,
surviving.
wow.
You know, doubled
Yeah.
the chances of survival. And in the later conflicts in Vietnam, it was like 90%
Right.
because they had the helicopters.
Yeah.
Very interesting book. I mean, I wasn't going to read the book, but they were interviewing the author,
Yeah.
and she was telling all these stories. And there was one story that she said of how they had to do a lot of amputations.
Yeah.
When people got shot in the leg or whatever,
Oh,
they'd have to cut their leg off.
oh no.
And they used to have them on like picnic tables set up like in a tent,
Yeah.
and they would just hack them off with hacksaws.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But by then they had antibiotics.
Yeah.
They had antibiotics, so even after surgery they were surviving.
Yeah.
Anyway. Is this the one that she slipped on?
Was it?
No, it was further down.
Yeah.
Because we saw her from a distance. I see the one.
Yeah, right there, right?
Yep. She came out of this house, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Wow. That's right, because there was that little balloon.
Yeah.
And I think that was where that woman was getting out of the car with all those, with the box full of Halloween
Was it? Oh.
candy. Do you remember
Yeah.
the first time? when
Yeah.
we came here, it was Halloween.
Okay.
Oh, that might have been the second run.
Oh, right, like that.
Yeah. The run that I didn't record.
Right.
Anyway, now that we're in the quiet,
Yeah.
that's better. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now.
Yeah. The first time probably
Oh,
hard to get going. Like,
with all the stoppages and all the what was going on, the rain, people falling over, you know, it's too much. Too much for a Friday. Anyway. So your show has been accepted by Apple Podcasts.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
You can now find yourself on Apple Podcasts.
So what do I search for?
Rob's shows.
Okay.
Quite easy to remember, Rob.
Yeah.
And this one will be number 2.
What was the first one then?
The first one was 14 minutes.
Oh, but wasn't that one? That was the...
That one was on, I put it up as your show.
Yeah, but when was that? Was that 2 runs ago, I guess, eh?
I think so, it's dated.
Yeah.
I put it up the day I recorded it. So it's like a log.
Yeah.
And the one that we missed was the week in between.
Right, yeah.
So it must have been Halloween. Oh no, Halloween was the one that we missed.
Yeah.
The one that I recorded and behaved itself.
Right.
But with all this traffic noise, I haven't been listening out for my girl,
Oh, your pace person. Like,
my
yeah.
pace lady. She hasn't been audible.
Oh.
I bet the sun comes out on the last lap.
Probably,
It
yeah.
looks like it might.
Yeah.
We've gone from no rain to heavy rain. Uh-oh. Back on the
Was the
sidewalk.
sidewalk always here? Or does it
No,
look
no,
like
this
it?
is new.
Yeah.
What was here once before were 2 large fridges.
Oh.
Somebody had obviously moved somebody out of an apartment
Yeah.
and put the fridges out here, or they had, maybe they just replaced their appliances.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But there are companies that come around picking up your junk.
Right.
If you ask them, they come over and your dead washing machines and stuff.
You have to pay though, don't you? Or
Yeah, a little bit. It cost about, let's say, $25 to empty out a storage locker, you know, that kind of size.
yeah.
A couple of bikes, a wheelbarrow,
Yeah.
a broken pitchfork, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We had it done.
Yeah.
It was good because for the longest time I had all these wood stuff. I had all these chunks of wood
Yeah.
that I couldn't split.
Yeah.
They were too big for my axe,
Yeah.
and they were just piling up. But when I hired these guys, they said, "Is there anything else you want me to take?
Yeah.
You know, you haven't got your allowance yet."
Yeah.
So I said, "Can you take those old tree stumps?" And he said, "Yeah, sure."
Workout average pace 7 minutes 32 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
So we've been running for 20 minutes. Doesn't seem like it.
No.
Each lap is about 13 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, well, not only did they take the junk, they also took all the wood waste,
Right.
and then they cleaned up afterwards.
Well, that's good.
Yep. They came out with a broom and a shovel, picked up all the ash. Not
Yeah,
the
when we sold my mom and dad's house,
yeah.
we had a company come and they took off all the stuff that we didn't want anymore.
What's happening to all your father's stuff?
Oh, we've already dealt with all that.
Did you auction it off?
Like what stuff? Like,
Well, his furniture.
we didn't have that much where he was living.
Okay.
No, we didn't have that much. He just had like his bed and a TV and a wall unit and all that.
Okay,
So my
so
sister had
he didn't have all his knickknacks from home.
Oh no, we did all that already.
Yeah.
Like when we sold Tampico, like,
Yeah.
yeah, so we just split it up between the three of us.
So Tampico Place was it Tampico Place?
Yeah,
That was the last home that you shared with him.
right, yeah.
And then he went up to, where was it?
Well, over to Chilliwack.
Chilliwack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever live in Chilliwack?
No. Because my sister lives over there with her. Like she's got 3 adult children live on their own, right? So it's better over there for him.
Who's this again? Sorry.
My sister,
Your sister.
yeah, she lives over there.
I think I might have seen a picture of your brother-in-law.
No,
Was
I
he
don't
on a
know.
mountain bike?
No,
There was a picture of you and somebody else on mountain bikes.
well that's my brother
That's your brother.
up in Grand Forks, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's right. I forgot you have family in
yeah.
northern BC.
But it's actually southern,
Southern?
right on the border, like, yeah.
With Alberta,
No, it's right on the,
Ontario.
no, it's right on the border, like, so if you go through the thing like you're in the States, like,
Oh, that border. I thought you meant
Yeah,
with
no.
another province.
no, US border.
US border.
So when you run down or bike down a road called Carson,
You end up in the States.
well, this side here is Canada,
Yeah,
and then where the fence
it's the States.
is the States. It's like a big field, like,
But is it like a chain link fence?
I think so, yeah.
Or is it more like a wall?
No, it's just a chain link fence, like,
Like this hockey
Yeah.
arena? Yeah, well,
so if someone didn't know,
they could stray into the States without knowing.
they could, like,
There's my friend with the walking stick again.
I think in the 90s, me and my friends would drive to Gordon Head to play in that lacrosse box.
What? You used to come all the
nighttime.
way from Golden Head?
Well, but they had the lights on.
But you had cars back then?
Oh yeah, they had the lights on.
No, but were you driving?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
must have been 18 at least.
Yeah, we took turns driving. So I was early 20s then.
So it wasn't like you were kids driving.
So every time he went to play there, he would pass the condo where I live now. And of course, he wouldn't think anything of it back then.
Yep.
Just another building.
Yeah, who would have thought that in 30 years' time you'd be living on that
Yeah,
street?
yeah.
And the building was probably there.
It was built in 82.
Wow.
So it was like 10 years old then.
So my predictions that the sun might come out
Yeah.
on that tree might actually work. Did you smell that vehicle?
A little bit.
It was diesel, I think. A diesel truck.
Distance 3.31 kilometers. Average heart rate 135. Workout average pace 7 minutes 32 seconds.
How's
per
the new
kilometer.
medication working out?
It still makes me really drowsy. If I haven't taken it today, I'll take it when I go home.
Yeah, okay.
But either today or tomorrow, I'm supposed to go from the 3 pills right up to the 5.
But you don't take 5 at once, right?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, with some breakfast, like
Oh,
with some toast and juice or something.
yeah. Well, I wish you luck with that.
Yeah.
I've got my app set for 5K. That's what, if we do 3 laps, it'll be 5K.
Yeah.
It's about a mile around.
the week lap is about a mile, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because 3.1, I think, is 5k in miles.
That's right, yeah.
Because 6.2 is the 10k.
That's correct, yeah.
It makes a huge difference now that I'm not running in pain.
Right.
That's a big difference. I wonder why he was walking away from the bus stop.
Just checking the schedule.
No, he was going to have a cigarette.
Oh.
I guess there was a woman in the bus shelter.
Oh yeah, you can't smoke in the bus shelter.
No. There's that object again.
Yeah.
It's weird, it looks like so many different things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it looks like a man bending over,
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was.
and then it looks like a pile of junk. It's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
So we didn't see the deer on the second lap.
No, I didn't really look, but
I was looking. But he might have got shooed on by somebody else.
Yeah.
Got one more noisy corner, and then it's quiet again to the end. We're going round this way. He was moving out of our way, but
Yeah, you thought we were going straight.
yeah. Now it's raining again. What
Yeah.
is this? Is this typical Esquimalt weather?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably sunny in Gordon Head.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Another place where the weather changes a lot is on Lochside,
Yeah.
out on the peninsula. You go up to Sydney, it could be really
Yeah.
sunny there, and you come into Gordon Head and it's raining.
We know that Sue McGuinness, she plays that softball in the spring at the Cedar Hill Rec Center.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll be raining here and not there.
Yep.
Or raining there and not here.
I think that's where she knows Derek
Yeah,
from Special Olympics.
that's right. He does the softball, doesn't he?
Yep.
And what else does he do?
I'm not sure. Basketball, I think.
And the swimming or?
I think he's trying to get into the basketball.
Yeah.
Because I remember at one time I asked him, "Why are you running?" And he said, "I want to lose some weight for basketball." Or maybe it was baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be.
But he plays baseball or softball.
Well, they call it baseball, but it's softball.
They use the larger
Yeah, it's an underhand pitch, like,
underhand pitch.
yeah. And it's got to be like pitched in a certain fashion so they have a chance to hit it.
Yeah.
You just can't do it like fast like you see on TV, like in the Olympics and stuff. Like,
You got to give the batter a chance.
yeah,
It's supposed to be a friendly game, right?
yeah.
But all you need is some super competitive players.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden it becomes the World Series.
But that's right. That Mark Hamlet thing, he's really serious. Like,
Oh, he gets serious with his baseball?
oh yeah, like he'll criticize.
Oh, there she is.
Oh yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, she's doing good. Good. Yeah, he'll criticize someone for not catching the ball.
Yeah.
But when the ball comes to him and he can't catch it,
Nobody says a word.
no, and he says, "Oh, I just missed that one." Like it's
Yeah.
And it'd be like an easier play than the other person had.
Or you would say, oh, the sun was in my eyes.
Yeah. Like the ball will come right to him and he won't get it sometimes. And somebody else will miss the ball that lands way over there, like.
But isn't he the guy that broke his leg in the half marathon?
In the full marathon, yeah.
Wow.
In 2016.
So I know his history.
Yeah.
And I think he's a friend of mine on Facebook, but I've never ever
It might be, yeah.
I never shook his hand.
So they're running like,
Maybe he start running again.
he is running a little bit. Like he did the 8K, I think,
What? When you did the marathon?
this year, yeah.
Okay, so had you done the 8K, you could have run it with him.
He probably would have been maybe a bit faster.
Maybe.
Oh, he's about an hour in for.
An hour for a 10K?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Okay. I had to remember to
Years
take.
ago, he did beat me in the half marathon by about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
So
he caught up to me.
but he's about 5 or 6 years younger than you.
Oh no, he's way younger.
Yeah.
He's only like 30.
Oh wow. That's half my age.
Yeah.
See, the sun's coming out, Rob.
Yeah.
Now we have to look out for the deer.
So on this lap, where's halfway on this lap?
Oh, I'm not sure. Probably where that wagon is up there with a roof rack.
All the way down there, like?
That's about half a kilometre,
Yeah.
half a mile, I mean, from
Yeah.
McDonald's, because you got the rest of Fraser and a bit of Esquimalt
Oh,
Road
that's right, yeah.
to make up the other half mile. You see, we're thinking in miles
Yeah.
and kilometres
I do
here.
both, like, yeah.
These dogs look pretty smart.
Because, hello.
Dogs in
The
training.
marathon that's obviously marked off the kilometers in Canada, right?
Yeah. But I think they do have the 10 mile
That's right, yeah.
on the marathon. They put up the major ones for the
Yeah.
people who'd rather think in miles.
So I guess if you run like the Seattle Marathon, it's
Yeah.
going to be marked in miles.
When is the Seattle
I
Marathon?
don't know.
I know it's quite soon. Come on, Rob, don't fade me now.
Like the New York Marathon was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yep. And 2 weeks before that was the Scotiabanks Marathon in Toronto.
Oh, really?
And a week before that was the Victoria Marathon.
Oh, wow.
It's been a real season of races.
Yeah.
So this 5K is going to be over in about 6 or 7 minutes.
See, the Victoria Marathon used to be in September
Yeah.
until 1986. Then they changed it to the October long weekend. Like,
Yep, Thanksgiving.
yeah,
Canadian
yeah.
Thanksgiving. I remember doing the Royal Victoria one year, and the following day they had the turkey trot
At UVic.
at UVic.
Yeah, I did that. Like, yeah.
Yep. And I think the winner got a turkey,
Yeah, I think so.
and the winning lady got a turkey too.
Yeah. But I don't think they do that race anymore.
You wonder if they gave the man a bigger turkey than the woman.
I don't know.
That would be discrimination, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Distance 4.67 kilometers. Average heart rate 135. Workout average pace 7 minutes 29 seconds per kilometer.
Perfect. Thank you. You can go back to sleep now.
What's he saying?
7:29 per kilometer. And this would be 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes of moving.
You think when we used to run to Y on Sundays back in the 90s, we would try to run at a 5-minute kilometer pace because we were all trying to do the 3:30 marathon. Like,
Yeah.
and back then it didn't seem that fast,
No,
but of course it is for now.
you were the slow group then.
Yeah, there was one group slower than us. There was a fast group than us, and
I think I must have got to Victoria around then, because I was training for a 3-hour marathon.
Because I ran from the Y on Sundays from 1986 to about 93 or 94. Like.
I'm going to take a picture of these 3 pigs.
Okay.
Give you a chance to catch your breath. I'll use this picture for the title of the episode.
Yeah.
The 3 little pigs. It's a cute picture as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think I took this picture once before when I was running with Derek.
I'm not sure.
We're up to 36 minutes now, Rob.
Auto pause.
Does your app have auto pause activated?
No, I never do that. Like.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be the difference.
Yeah.
The 2
Because
times.
in an actual run, there's no
I know.
actual pause. Like.
I know, but I don't want to discourage myself
Right.
from taking pictures only because I want to run faster. I think pictures are as important
Oh yeah.
as the running for me.
Now sometimes on the bike, if I'm riding the bike, I'll do it. If I want to try to get a good time on a certain route,
Yeah.
I'll do the auto pause to get to the stop signs, right?
Yeah, but the other thing was, I noticed because you were getting edgy.
Yeah.
You wanted to keep going.
Yeah, why do you want someone to come on and yell at us? What are you doing? Right, I've had that happen before. Like,
Yeah. Well, those are the old days.
yeah,
You're allowed to take walk breaks nowadays, Rob.
yeah,
And you're allowed to use auto pause.
yeah,
Think of it this way. If you're intimidated every time
yeah,
you think you're going to go for a run,
yeah,
then you won't go. You'd
Right.
scare yourself.
yeah,
You think, oh, I won't do as well as last week.
yeah,
It doesn't really matter. It's more important that you go out.
yeah.
You don't have to get better every time.
No, not now, not nowadays anyway.
No, there's no point. Unless you want to race.
Yeah,
I mean, that's different. If you want to race,
right.
I was giving him room and he was giving me room.
Yeah,
Yeah. Unless you really want to race, Rob,
yeah,
it's better for your health
yeah,
at our age. I'm
Right.
talking about male, middle-aged person.
yeah,
It's better to be jogging than it is to be sitting on the couch.
yeah.
Forget about racing.
No,
Think about your health. If I can get home safe in one piece, I will consider it a real achievement today. Because almost everything has gone not according to plan.
no. But at least it's not raining now.
Oh. And the sun almost came out.
Yeah,
Maybe I shall call the episode "The Sun Almost Came Out."
yeah.
Yeah, keep them guessing. They won't know what it's about.
But it wasn't like pouring rain started like it was earlier.
Yeah. The only thing I have to do now is get my groceries
Yeah,
and head home safely,
yeah,
and I'm done. All before noon.
It's Friday, it seems like it's Saturday.
Well, when you're retired, every day seems like Saturday.
Yeah,
But the rest of the people, they behave differently.
yeah,
At the weekend, they seem to get up later.
yeah,
During the week, they're always moving around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I think I might have just heard the 5 kilometer.
I had it when you were taking a picture of the pig.
Really?
I'm at 5.41 now.
Wow. So I've been under declaring all this time.
Maybe we'll have to see what yours says.
Because our distances should be the same.
You would think, yeah.
I get 5.41.
I got 5.5.
Hang on, let's do a selfie here.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the camera. You got it.
And we'll do one here. Oh.
We'll take the side of McDonald's instead. One for your camera. Hi.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of that thing. I never did take it because you took it, but I should take it as well. Oops, now I'm looking at myself here. Wow, you always feel better at the end of a run, right?
Yeah.
Still don't know what it is. You know what it might be? It looks like an apple box on top of a bicycle.
Oh, is
You
it?
see that curvy thing? That's a bicycle wheel.
Yeah.
He might be using that to keep the bike dry. That's what it is. He's using all that stuff on the top to keep the bike dry. Anyway, I guess I might as well stop this then. Alright, that's the end of the show. Bye-bye. You want to say goodbye, Rob?
Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, see you next time.
Next week.